All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. This one fielded at the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Good set. Good 18.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end.
Four down. Four down. Hey, 59. Zoom.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. General West. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
Check 50. Check 50.
They run it with Ward.
He's checking.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, you don't want to see
And now
me.
a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
All day,
27
baby, let's
yards
go.
there, a first
Let's
down.
go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4 down.
To throw is Watson. Steps away. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Good set. Good T.
Sponge.
54.
No. Hey, switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
We got 4.
Alert.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Slam.
Now Ward.
Come on, run. Bring him in.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
31 yards there and a first down. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. On the ground with Ward. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check. Greystone, travel. Hey. High 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Go.
56.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
To throw on second down. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check 94 is down. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Check 31. Check 31.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Watson off play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tight end left.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Now a first down throw, Watson. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
4 down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Ward. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Matchbox lights. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot.
On third down, it's Ward, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52. Check. 5. Check 90. Check 90.
They'll try and run for it.
Run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Squeeze, double.
Topper.
Switch.
Buzz. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
6'6", bullet high. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Coming. Mike 56. Mike 56.
General West. Kill. Hey, exit. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught off a deflection. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
On third down, Watson. And able to complete it to Moreau. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 31, check 31. Big rip.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Run.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Motion!
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
No, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Watch fire.
On second down, it's Ward. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 99 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson fights loose. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey. 4 down.
Now it's Watson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
24.
Watson on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Under 10, 10.
Shift.
61, matchbox light.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
The Texans take over first.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Check.
And an alley to run. Being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
4 down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the try here for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I'm on.
22 jet bomber.
Check. Fresno. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run on first down. Ward. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yeah, baby.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready.
Again on the ground. Again, it's Ward.
Run.
And some room to work. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Ward. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike's 56.
I'm coming.
Hey,
6-6. Bullet high. Big rip.
On 2nd down now, Moses. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Out.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You mine.
Check your hot read. Hey, check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 24.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
30 base.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Echo.
Come.
5.
2nd and 1.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
And his throw here's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Travel. Hey, Foxtrot.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Joker.
Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey, boys.
Alert.
4 down.
Blue draw, check 43. Shift.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 26, check 26. He's crashing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Alert. 4 down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson now to throw.
Jam.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 56.
Hey.
56 is the mic.
I got you. I got you.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Look at me. Go.
Check three.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Woo! Pick, baby, all day. Don't throw this way.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
Exit.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Another line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Dang.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. So Houston going to come away here.